वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स। इस क्वेश्चन में हमको मैच द फॉलोइंग दिया था। यू हैव गिवन 4 डिफरेंट फंक्शंस, you have 4 different options about continuity and differentiability and increasing nature of the function. So now let us analyze function by function. So मेरा first function है x mod x, ठीक, f of x is equal to x mod x. So graph draw कर लेता हूँ. From the graph I can analyze the behavior of the function. So x mod x का behavior क्या है? This is x into x if x is greater than or equal to 0, x into minus x if x is less than 0. Mod x is plus x if x is greater than 0, minus x if x is less than 0. That is x square if x is greater than or equal to 0, minus x square if x is less than or equal to 0. So इसका graph draw किया तो it looks something like this. When x is greater than 0, x अगर 0 से बड़ा है तो the graph is plus x square. When x is less than 0, the graph is minus x square. That is, instead of x going up, now graph ऐसा है. So normally x square का graph ऐसा होगा, इसी का mirror image आ जाएगा. So the graph of y is equal to x mod x looks like this. So what is the behavior of this? Continuous in -1 to 1. -1 और 1 के बीच में continuous तो है. So P is valid. Differentiable in -1 to 1. You can see that there are no sharp edges. So Q is also valid. Strictly increasing in -1 to 1. -1 और 1 के बीच में it's always increasing. Hence R is also okay. Strictly increasing in -1 to 1. Not differentiable in -1 to 1 is not okay. क्योंकि it is differentiable in -1 to 1. So P, Q, R are right options for the first function. So now my second function is square root of mod x. So इस function को आप piecewise separate किया तो this is square root of x if x is greater than or equal to 0, square root of minus x if x is less than 0. Square root of x if x is greater than or equal to 0, square root of minus x if x is less than 0. So इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ किया तो square root of x का ग्राफ पता है. Square root of x is valid when x is greater than or equal to 0. The graph looks something like this. When x is less than 0, आपको ग्राफ क्या आएगा? Square root of minus x. ठीक है. So again you can see that this is an even function. So right side जो ग्राफ आएगा उसी का mirror image left side आएगा. ठीक है. So the graph of y is equal to minus square root of minus x. So this is the graph of y is equal to square root of mod x. So you can see that. So what are the options that are applicable for this? Continuous in -1 to 1. देखिए -1 और 1 के बीच में there is no breakage. So P is valid. Q differentiable in -1 to 1 is not valid because आप देख सकते हैं 0 पे you're getting a sharp edge. So Q is not valid. Strictly increasing in -1 to 1 is not valid because -1 से 0 के बीच में decreasing है, इसके बाद 0 और 1 के बीच में increasing. So R is also not valid. Yes, not differentiable in -1 to 1. -1 to 1 के बीच में at 0 it is not differentiable. Hence S is valid for this. P and S are the right options for the second function. Now let us go to third function. So third function is y is equal to x plus integer part of x. So आप देखा इसका piecewise आप काट लिया तो ठीक है. So x plus integer part of x is equal to x if x belongs to 0 to 1. क्योंकि 0 और 1 के बीच में integer part of x will be equal to 0. And if x belongs to -1 to 0, -1 और 0 के बीच में मेरा x है तो इंटीजर पार्ट ऑफ x जो है वो -1 होगा. So f of x will be equal to x minus 1. And exactly 1 पे क्या होगा? Again that is not required, but still x is equal to 1 पे, exactly x is equal to 1 पे इंटीजर पार्ट ऑफ x will be 1. So आपका फंक्शन जो होगा x plus 1 होगा. that is y is equal to 2. बाद में भी मैं एनालाइज कर सकता हूं, बट इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. केवल -1 और 1 के बीच में एनालिसिस विल बी सफिशिएंट. सो इफ यू ट्राई टू ड्रॉ द ग्राफ ऑफ दिस फंक्शन, सो ग्राफ कैसे होगा? सो लेट मी ड्रॉ इट हियर, स्मॉल ग्राफ. सो -1 और +1 के बीच में, सो फर्स्ट 0 और 1 के बीच में y is equal to x. So the graph will look like this, y is equal to x graph. So यहाँ solid dot है, यहाँ hollow dot है, क्योंकि open 1 तक काम करेगा. ठीक है? And exactly at x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 plus 1, which is 2. So exactly 1 पे वो 2 हो. ठीक है? Next, what happens between 0 and -1? -1 and 0 के बीच में the graph is y is equal to x minus 1. Linear graph. ठीक है? Linear graph. So if you draw the graph, x equal to 0 में it goes to -1. ठीक है? And x is equal to -1 में it goes to -2. ठीक है? So आपको ग्राफ जो आएगा -2 से, exactly x is equal to -1 पे -2 से x equal to 0 पे -1 तक आएगा. So the graph will look like this. यहाँ you have a hollow dot. Have a hollow dot at this point. So -1 से लेके it goes to -2 से लेके -1 तक जाएगा. So the graph will look like this. It starts from -2, it goes till -1, it jumps to 0, it goes to 1, it jumps to 2. So now let us analyze the options. Continuous in -1 to 1 applicable नहीं है. This is discontinuous. Differentiable in -1 to 1 is also not applicable because continuous नहीं है तो differentiable तो नहीं होगा. Strictly increasing in -1 to 1. This is valid because if you see the function is strictly increasing. As x increases, y is increasing. So R will be valid for this. Not differentiable in -1 to 1. -1 और 1 के बीच में there are some points of non-differentiability. So S is also valid. ठीक है? So C, x plus integer part of x के लिए R and S are the options which are valid. Now let us go to the fourth function. Y is equal to mod x minus 1 plus modulus of x plus 1. So this is a function involving moduluses. So आपको piecewise करना पड़ेगा. So इसका critical point जो है -1 and +1. ठीक है? So now if x is between -1 and +1, -1 और 1 के बीच में मेरा x है तो x minus 1 जो है वो नेगेटिव होगा, x plus 1 will be positive. -1 और 1 के बीच में कोई भी x ले लीजिए, x minus 1 जो है वो नेगेटिव नंबर आएगा, x plus 1 जो है वो पॉजिटिव नंबर आएगा. So mod x minus 1 will be 1 minus x and mod x plus 1 will be x plus 1. So x and x are getting cancelled. So my y is equal to 2. So at every point between -1 and 1, my y is equal to 2. And exactly -1 पे कितना होगा? Exactly -1 पे भी 2 आ रहे हैं, exactly 1 पे भी 2 आ रहे हैं. So modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x plus 1 is a constant function. The graph will be something like this between -1 and +1. So if this is the graph, what are the conditions which are valid for this fourth function? Continuous in -1 to 1 is okay, p is okay. Differentiable in -1 to 1, q is okay. Strictly increasing in -1 to 1 is not okay because it is not strictly increasing. And not differentiable in -1 to 1 is not okay because this is differentiable in -1 to 1. So आपका fourth function के लिए p and q are the options which are valid. Thank you.